Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
Scotland's police officers will be paid to take part in pride parades despite the force cutting back on fighting crime, the Mail can reveal. Uniformed officers are being urged to represent the overstretched force at LGBTI marches in exchange for pay or a day off in lieu. While hundreds will be on active duty policing the marches, senior officers have requested that other staff join the parades to show support for the marchers. The astonishing move will also see plainclothed officers on light duties given special pride badges. It comes after Police Scotland shelved inquiries into minor crimes as it battles a financial black hole and the lowest number of officers in 16 years. Rank-and-file officers last night accused top brass of setting a dangerous precedent by paying officers to take part in highly political parades. Callum Steele, the former General Secretary of the Scottish Police Federation, SPF, said, "Moving to a situation where officers are now paid to march, and actively encouraged with the inducement of payment to do so, is an astonishing development and has to raise questions over the effective use of resources." David Kennedy, the current SPF General Secretary representing officers, said police participation in parades was not a priority for the troubled force. He added, "Whilst we fully support events like Pride, Police Scotland is setting a dangerous precedent as to what events they should and shouldn't support in this manner. The police service is absolutely stretched. They are not answering routine calls and members of the public are having to wait over 20 minutes for 101 non-emergency calls to be answered. The priority must be to make sure that frontline resources are kept to a maximum level and are fully supported." The revelations have appeared in an internal Police Scotland memo by Assistant Chief Constable Tim Mayers, which has been seen by the Mail. It calls for officers to sign up to represent the force at Pride events in Glasgow, West Lothian, Oban and Stirling in the coming months. Organised by the Scottish LGBTI Police Association, those involved will represent the organisation alongside other marchers in processions through town and city centres. The memo, which has now been widely circulated, promises officers a shift change or a day back will be provided for those participating in line with regulations. ACC Mayor's memo sent to divisional commanders and department heads said it was recognized that this Pride is a community engagement opportunity, therefore participation will be considered a duty day. He adds, officers will parade in full uniform and PPE, personal protective equipment, and modified/light duty officers, taken off the front line because of injury or suspension, and members of staff will wear plain clothes with Pride badge supplied to show their affiliation to policing. ACC Mayers said he would be grateful if the contents of the memo could be brought to the attention of all officers/staff under your control. He also made it clear that participation numbers may need to be capped due to operational need. The first Pride event will be held in Glasgow on Saturday, July 20th, and the last is in Stirling on September 21st. The new policy comes after Scotland's police chief was accused of virtue signalling nonsense when she apologised for enforcing laws which criminalised love. Chief Constable Joe Farrell said in May that she was sorry for recent and historical injustices suffered by lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer or questioning, and intersex people. Kathy Larkman, who served for more than 30 years and is now the national policing lead for the Women's Rights Network, criticized the new push to have police involved in the highly political parades. She said, "Policing a march is of course fine, as the public need to be kept safe and their rights to assemble protected. But in this case, officers are actually being pulled away to participate in a march. That isn't right and it's hard to envisage any other situation where that would be permitted, let alone encouraged." But Assistant Chief Constable Catriona Payton said, "Police Scotland is responsible for policing a diverse community and one of our great strengths is that our officers and staff are drawn from different backgrounds and experiences. What unites us is our shared and non-negotiable set of value."